Oh my god, it's a bad hair day today. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Morning, it's day 4.5 of the van build, and I'll be quite honest with you, I'm pretty knackered. Hi guys, welcome back to the camper van build. Hi everyone, and welcome to the camper van build. Morning everyone. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Vauxhall Vivaro van build. Part 8, Episode 2, Part 9, Part 10, Part 13. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Vauxhall Vivaro van build, part 14. Today I'm going to show you around the van. It's not actually quite finished in the inside. I've not put the sink or the hob in yet. I wanted to show you where I'm up to now, at real time, and also to discuss the benefits of some of the changes I've made from van 1 build to this van build 2. In my last build, the van 1, I actually had a cool box, which you would have seen in the opening credits to the start of this video. Cool boxes are very good for a number of reasons. They're versatile, you can take them out of the unit and you can place them in the awning, and therefore saving it when you're on hookup. The disadvantages of a cool box is just that. It's a cool box. And sometimes you'll find that for it to work correctly, it's using quite a lot of power from your leisure battery, and also you'll find that you will get a certain amount of condensation. Providing you've made sure that you've installed your CRX50 fridge correctly into the unit, whereby you're giving it enough ventilation around the actual fridge itself, from the top to the bottom and also the sides, you will find that the Dometic fridge works really well. Really well for £600 worth? Yes, I probably think so. Build quality is a bit iffy regarding the screws, which you would have seen in one of my other videos, but overall the fridge itself is working really well in the van, and I would definitely recommend, if you have the opportunity of a CRX50 fridge or a cool box, I would go with this one. The CRX50 fridge has a really good amount of space inside, and you can even take the icebox out and use it as a complete fridge, making sure that you have actually set it correctly. When not using the CRX50 fridge, and if you turn it off, here I've actually put a separate switch down the side here on a panel, which you would have seen in another video of mine. If you switch it off, then it also gives you the opportunity of actually putting it on a vent, for it leaves the door open, and therefore it will stop any unwanted smells. Another part of this van build is that I always like to pull in a cutlery tray, and that's exactly what I have here with your knives and forks, and I've also got a good amount of space here for the tea and coffee. So I think that's a great addition for any camper van, to make sure that you have a cutlery tray. Now, a lot of people have been asking me and inquiring about the way I actually do the side panels to the Vauxhall Vivaro. These are actually a 5.5mm plyboard, which I've templated out and then covered in carpet. Behind here, you will see the vapor wrap. And behind the vapor wrap, you will see the insulation that I use. So it's insulation, vapor wrap, taping all the vapor wrap and making sure that there's no areas where the air can get in, and then putting on the 5.5mm plyboard after you've covered it in carpet. Underneath my benches, and how I've built them, if you watch the video, you will know that I've used proper bed slats. And underneath the framework, you have a massive amount of space to put your awning, your cadle strips for the awning, the pump for the air touring awning, also your windscreen shades, your kettle. Lots of space in here for everything that you need for camping. Another change I've made from van 1 to this van build is that I've actually changed the ceiling, and what I've used here is a UPVC cladding, where on the last van I actually used wood. Now, the benefits of wood are, obviously it looks really nice when stained, and when I first actually did the van I was so pleased with the actual effect of it. Sadly, with the changes of the weather and the hot and the cold climates that we get in the UK, wood naturally shrinks and it naturally expands. And with the tongue-in groove, it did actually end up splitting and moving, and I didn't like that. So for van 2, for this van build, I decided to use a UPVC, which I've actually purchased from Wickes. I've also been asked a lot about the roofing and how I've actually done the roofing. Well, what I've done is actually used the cross members of the ceiling, and I've put a 4-inch width plyboard, I think it was a 5mm ply, and I've used metal self-tappers on the actual columns themselves, or cross members should I say. There's 4 cross members which run along the actual ceiling on a Vauxhall Vivaro, and then at the back I actually attached a batten, and I also attached a batten just above here as well, taking into consideration the 50mm gap that you will have for your Celotex insulation, which is a closed form insulation board that you can buy from Travis Perkins. Now, I've also taped it with the foil tape that you know that I like to use, and I also made sure that before I actually put in the Celotex, I actually also used insulation in the cross members themselves. Here as well, the way that you attach the insulation to the ceiling is use stick pins. Now, stick pins are great, but make sure that you clean the ceiling prior to putting them up, and I will put a link in the description. The cladding itself worked out perfectly, and it fits really, really well in the van. It's not going to shrink back like it does on wood. There is a little bit of movement with UPVC, especially when it gets hot, but nowhere near as much as you would have with tongue and groove wood. So I'm really pleased with the way that the ceilings come out. For those of you who've not seen the van build, this, should I say, or no longer is, a secret cupboard. I've put this in my old van, van 1, and I've actually put this in this one as well. It also houses the solar panel charger, and it's also a really great space for keeping your valuables. And if you've not checked out the video, it's there for you to have a look at and how I designed that and how I built it. So that's my secret cupboard. Under here in the second bench, I have my 130 amp hour battery with my fuse box as well as my dead switch. And then I've got a trusty switchboard which I've rewired so I can then have the amp meter showing, or voltage meter showing, and also the USBs and chargers, cigarette chargers, separately. It's actually designed to stay on all the time. I didn't like that, so I rewired it onto a separate switch. Again, here, as you come through the door, I've actually got another switchboard here. This is a switch for the footwell light and also for the bench lights as well. And if you had seen the video, you would know what I'm talking about. Here are the Sequoia legs. They unscrew, and then the table drops down onto these battens here, which have been covered in plastic to stop them from chipping. And that sits on there, and then you put the cushions across. The bed measures 5'4" across, and so it's a little bit of a squeeze. I'm 5'8". But saying that, I never sleep straight anyway, like Count Dracula. I do actually sleep slightly curled up, so it's ideal. And like I said, it's wide enough, like a double bed, so it's ideal for 2 people.